disappointed by his behavior during the 7-6, 6-2, 6-4 defeat. Yes, I mean, that encounter, Andrei Rublev at some point threw his racket on clay, was very outspoken unnecessarily towards his team. At some point, it's the racket on his knee, even after the game, looks so pleasant. Yeah, came out to apologize that was very unusual of him. Away from that, let's see. Yes, world number 35, and now is now expected to play 9 Stefanos Tsitsipas, who beats China's Zhang Zhen 6-3, 6-3, 6-1. Meanwhile, another rain-affected day. Men's tennis Grigor Dimitrov's match with Belgian's Zobaj was suspended, with the Bulgarian leading 6-3, 2-1. It's Sid now talking about Aka's match with Canadian Denis Shapovalov now was also paused with the Polish leading 6-3, 7-6, 2-1. Those ties are expected to be completed later today. Moving on from there, let's see what is happening to Aryna Sabalenka. Aryna Sabalenka, by the way, is world number 2, the second seed player in the competition. Talking about the French Open. Aryna Sabalenka says it will be a tough one to face best friend Paulo Badosa when they go head-to-head for a place in the French Open 4th round on Saturday. Australian Open champion Sabalenka has been in imperious form so far at the Roland Garros, losing just 7 games across 2 commanding straight set wins. Ipie plays second on court Philippe Katia later today, and she's saying she's my favorite. And yes, I love her so much. I love to see her play, and she's really a great fighter. So it's always a great match. It's always tough to play your best friend on top, but she knows how to manage that, and we will know how to separate court and life. So story of Badosa against Sabalenka. Let's move away from that. Let's see what is happening in the camp of Elena Rybakina. Elsewhere, Elena Rybakina and Belgium's Elise Martins now will meet in the opening match at the Philippe Katia. And yes, Kazakhstan Rybakina, who lifted the Wimbledon in 2022, has only gone beyond the 3rd round of the French Open once previously. Yes, on court Suzanne Legner now. American 14 seeds Madison Keys takes on compatriot Emma Navarro for a place in round 4. Chinese 7 seeds Zheng now faces Russian Elena Venezia in the opener of course Simon Matthew, and then Zheng now, who has also was unbeaten finalist at the Australian Open in January, but is yet to go beyond the 4th round at the Roland Garros. By the way, she was a beaten finalist at the Australian Open. Let's see. Novak Djokovic is also talking. Defending champion Novak Djokovic is back in action on clay 7 when he faces Italy's Lorenzo Musetti for place in round 4. Djokovic has endured the toughest half of 2024, fell into the final while in sport at the top of the world ranking. He's under great pressure from world number 2 Jannik Sinner, who booked his place in the 4th round on Friday. And yes, he will have a very big time against Lorenzo Musetti. He's not gotten into any final this year, and let's hope that the world number 1 will turn the corner this time around. Still Lagos traffic with the 96.1 traffic up there before we talk everything Nigerian football. Still having it good from Otedola to Baja, slow from Baja to Fadbemi, demarcation by men of Julius Berger, and the return journey from Fadbemi to Otedola is looking good. Officials on ground doing the needful. Still Lagos traffic radio 96.1. Let's see what we have around the Orile axis. Yeah, okay, so nothing much from there. Let's see what we have at Agege. Yes, Abattoir connecting Nitel down to Tuta underneath the bridge is good to go. Adotikuyo, Shufunde, inward Okekoto, no cause for alarm. And we also have it that Akone Jorati inward Guinness is appreciable. Akino inward Mobile Ashade connecting Obahakran down to Dangote U-turn is fast-moving. Pen Cinema Bridge and underneath the bridge inward Oba-Ogunji down to Odurenro is appreciable. Wemco connecting Melter Box down to Famek is in good shape. Impediment negative and men on ground doing the needful. Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Chelsea are closing in on signing Tosin Adarabioyo. Adarabioyo is now a free agent from his contract with Fulham, which expired this summer. Although the defender was believed to be on his way to Newcastle, is now sent to become Enzo Maresca's first signing at Stamford Bridge. Transfer expert now Fabrizio Romano tweeted exclusively on Saturday saying that Chelsea are close to in on a deal to sign Tosin Adarabioyo. Negotiation at final stages. Story of Tosin Adarabioyo, who is eligible to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, only dragging his leg at this point in time. Let's move away from that. Let's tell you that Fulham midfielder Alex Iwobi has revealed former Super Eagles captain now John Obi Mikel was his idol at a point in his career. The former England youth international disclosing an interview while reaching to breaking Mikel's record for the most minutes played in the English Premier League by a Nigerian footballer. It will be stated that it looks forward to extending the record so that whoever attempts to break it would have to work harder. Story of a certain Alex Iwobi, who is hoping to break John Obi Mikel's record of most minutes played by a Nigerian footballer in the English Premier League. Canopy last takes caretaker coach talking about Ahmed Gaba Yaro is confident of a good result in their clash against Remo Stars this weekend. The same Misugida will be up against Remo Stars in Ikene today or tomorrow rather. Yaro believe that with determination and good officiating, the team will record a favorite result in the game. Yes, however, enjoying the players to work for a positive result in the game. With determination and dedication, as well as good officiating, we will not come home empty-handed. He stated, all hands must be on deck to attain premium goals. Story of Yaro in preparation for the game against Remo Stars. Talking about Canopy Last and that one. Let's move away from that and tell you that Greek Super League champions, Pau Salonika, are the latest club to be linked with Super Eagles forward Kelechi Iheanacho will leave Leicester City as a free agent, and when his contract expires this month, that made the 27-year-old attractive for prospective suitors. Yes, loads of names of clubs have been linked to Kelechi Iheanacho. The striker is reportedly wanted by Turkish and Premier League outfits. Also, according to reports emanating from Grace Park, are desperate to sign the Nigerian. Iheanacho registered 5 goals and 1 assist in 25 league appearances for Leicester City in the 2023-2024 season. Yes, story of a certain Kelechi Iheanacho. Let's not forget as well, we also have the Super Eagles captain in that club, talking about William Troost-Ekong. Finally, Rivers United have confirmed the sacking of their head coach Stanley Eguma. Eguma, who was a long-serving coach in the Nigerian Premier Football League, was sacked due to club's poor form in a related development. The Port Harcourt club has also now announced that Evan Eguma will take charge. Evan Ogenyi now will take charge of the team as an interim capacity until the end of the season. Eguma has now been relieved of his job, and Ogenyi will now take charge. The management of Rivers United officially announced the termination of Coach Stanley Eguma's appointment as technical manager of the club. Yes, according to a statement released by the club side. Subsequently, Coach Evans Ogeyin, the club's chief coach, has been appointed in an acting capacity as the head coach of the club until the end of the 2023-2024 Premier League season. The decision is in pursuit of a new direction aimed at achieving the objectives and goals of the club. However, we convey gratitude to Coach Eguma for the services to the club and wish him the very best in his future endeavors. Story of a certain Stanley Eguma. He won them the league 2 seasons ago, got to the Confederations Cup, took them to the group stage before they were knocked out, I think in the knockout phase. Story of a certain Stanley Eguma. Wishing him all the best. Don't worry, very soon he'll probably get another appointment in top Nigerian Premier Football League club side. To football in Europe, Fenerbahce have confirmed they are in talks with Jose Mourinho to become their new manager. The Turkish side revealed in a statement on Saturday, saying negotiations have started with Jose Mourinho for the position of coach. And yes, they are saying that Mourinho is believed to be on the verge of taking over Fenerbahce, who finished in the second position in the Super League, 3 points behind champions Istanbul rivals, talking about Galatasaray. He replaced Ismail Qatar, who oversaw just 1 loss in the league, but 6 draws proved to be costly in the title race. And by the way, Fenerbahce is also the team of Nigeria International. I'm talking about Bright Osai Samuel, who according to reports will be extending his stay with the club. He has a year left on his contract, but now he's willing to extend his stay with the Turkish outfit. According to reports, clubs like Crystal Palace, clubs like Newcastle United and Fulham as well were being linked with the player at some point in the season. Let's move away from that and talk everything UEFA Champions League. Tonight is going to be the 15th meeting between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund in the 14th duel between these two teams. Real Madrid have won 6, lost 3, but they've drawn 5. Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti says his player will feel the fear of the Champions League final when they face Borussia Dortmund at Wembley. The record 14-time winner of the UEFA Champions League will begin Saturday's encounters overwhelming favourites against the German side, who finished 5th in the German Bundesliga this season. Contrasting run for Borussia Dortmund, while their league form seems to be terrible. 27 points behind league winners, talking about Bayer Leverkusen. They are now in the Champions League final. Carlo Ancelotti, the most decorated UEFA Champions League manager with 4 titles, is saying his players, we also feel the heat. I also think that maybe it's just trying to be humble. They are overwhelming favorite. They've been there quite a lot of times. They've been to 17 finals already, 14 of which they've won, and now they face a team they've won or they've defeated on 2 the last 2 occasions they've met, 3-2, 3-1, and this time around they are facing them again. Maybe a bit different this time around. Why? Because this team we are talking about now with less pressure, less attention on their side. Anyways, when they got to the final in 2013, less attention on them as well. They were just grinding out the result, and they were able to get to the final. But that time was against the Bayern Munich, with Arjen Robben getting the final goal, the only goal in that encounter in the 89th minute. Do you see this ending in favor of Real Madrid, or Borussia Dortmund might just be pulling the chestnut out of the fire? Or you think maybe this is also going to get into extra time, or you think the overwhelming favorites will just roll over this Borussia Dortmund team? While Real Madrid boast of the likes of Jude Bellingham, who 2 days ago was announced the La Liga player of the season, they also have a player in Vinicius Junior who has been outstanding all season long, according to reports. He's even been touted to win the Ballon d'Or come next season and come next year. And there's also reports of him as well being the best player in the world at this point in time. Borussia Dortmund, on the other hand, do not really have a star-studded team, but they have key players in key position, quality players in key position, from Mats Hummels in defense to Jadon Sancho, who came in January and became like a chief cornerstone in the attack. And then there is also Sebastian Haller as well, who had a very terrible start to the season, but after the Nations Cup, from close to the Nations Cup in December to February, when the Nations Cup was over, or March, he became a like an intimidating man in the team for Borussia Dortmund. Although it's not a regular starter, but every time he comes on, he tends to do the needful when it matters the most. And yes, it's also an opportunity for him as well to fight for the African Footballer of the Year against our own hat-trick scorer in the UEFA Champions League, in the UEFA Europa League, talking about Ademola Lookman. We wait and see as things unfold. So in as much as this team are, less superstar, they have quality players in key positions, and their manager as well, talking about Tadic, is done a fantastic job so far. Is a manager who is connected to the club side, as a manager who started as an under-17 coach, at some point used to be the manager to Jadon Sancho in the under-8 team. His man management skills top-notch, and the reason why we've seen a renaissance, or we've seen a rejuvenated Jadon Sancho so far. But having said all of this, come on, it's Real Madrid. I mean, they defeated the defending champion in Manchester City on their way to the final. And yes, their way to the final has not been that rosy as well. Bayern Munich as well in the semi-final. It shows the quality in this team and the level of excellence this Real Madrid team can boast of. But when you talk of being able to do the needful, using the rough part to get to the final, then you have to give it to this Dortmund team. Why? Because in the group stage they have the likes of Newcastle. Yes, you can say in first time in over so many years, 30 years, and they'll be appearing in the Champions League. But what can you say of it's one of the most decorated UEFA Champions League team in AC Milan? Dortmund went to San Siro and defeated AC Milan at home, and then they did the same thing as well to what's the name now, to Newcastle, even at the St. James's Park. If you think that is enough, they also managed to get 1 point away in their game against Paris Saint-Germain. The same Paris Saint-Germain again, they played them in the knockout stage of the competition, I think in the semi-final now. Guess what? They were defeated. Talking about this same Atletico, talking about this same Paris Saint-Germain team. And if you think that is what that's what they did to Paris Saint-Germain, they also defeated Atletico Madrid as well, and in a fantastic manner. Yes, lost away from home by slim margin, came back to their home turf and finished this up. This is a one-legged game, and we hope that we will see the fight. We will see an incredible final where refereeing will be top-notch. Thank God for VAR these days. But Real Madrid, we give us a very good game, and I trust Dortmund as well to rise up to the party. Yes, let's see what the manager of this Borussia Dortmund team is saying very quickly. Okay, so before that, let's see what we have in relation to Brandit. Yes, Brandit is saying that he's under no illusion over his side of the task to win the UEFA Champions League against Real Madrid. He's saying they are the ultimate opponent, and he's saying that there is nothing bigger in the Champions League. Is basically just talking about this to win the UEFA Champions League. Yes, we wait and see how things unfold. For players like Luka Modric, Dani Carvajal, who else now? What's the name now? Toni Kroos. This may be even Nacho. This may be their final appearance for these Galacticos. And guess what? They were there 11 years ago when Real Madrid started this invincible run. From that time, they are looking now to win the 6th UEFA Champions League with Real Madrid. Whoa! From 11 years ago, from that final now, yes, let me recall that final against Atletico Madrid when Sergio Ramos came up with that header in the later part of the game. Ronaldo scoring at some point in the game, pulling his shirt. From then on, this side have had this turnaround and they've been winning the Champions League back to back, doing the La Decima, Duodecima. Now they've done 14. They are looking to do 15. Yes, we'll wait and see as things unfold. Yes, this is where I will be dropping the handcuff. Enough of the UEFA Champions League. Yeah, enjoy yourself. But hey, like we do say here, if you have to say the game, it doesn't have to be, in an unfriendly manner. It's a friendly game. So football is meant to be friendly, it's meant to be cozy. Yes, we can throw the bands, we can throw the shades. But hey, it shouldn't go beyond that. It shouldn't throw the blues as well. Yes, this is where I'll be dropping the handcuff. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. I am Olujimi Dario. I'll be leaving you with this song, Undisputed Champion. This is to the two sides. Yeah, you guys are champion already. Now, when you win it, then you become the undisputed champion. Bye for now, guys. Stay sporty, stay healthy.
Yeah, Nana Victor the Viper. I just want to advise you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live longer. This is Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Be safe.
Nobody can do what I've done. Nobody feet crash. Nobody do pass. Nobody feet chance. Nobody they don't dance. Nobody they don't dance. Nobody yo, which kind juju can make you do the things you do. Girls go gaga, guys go cuckoo. When you ride the tracks and go choo choo. You came in the game just like moo moo. Now you game is like foo-foo. Which food do make the flow proper? Which medicine man or
government.army.mil.ng or come to the office of the Secretary to the Lagos State Government for assistance with the registration. Also, you must come along with your registration slip to the office of the Secretary to the Lagos State Government at Block 1, Cabinet Office, the Secretariat, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos. Note that registration portal closes on the 7th of June 2024. For further information, contact the office of the Secretary to the State Government on 0803 344 2421, 0916 004 1000, and 0916 004 2000. The strength, peace, and prosperity of a people lies in their security. So hurry now and take advantage of this golden opportunity to join the Nigerian Army. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni o. Announcer Bimbola Salu Hundeyi, Secretary to the State Government, Lagos.
Our world is rapidly changing. Cities across the world are being ravaged by climate change.
Riverbanks are overflowing, homes are flooded, and entire communities destroyed.
83 people are dead, and more than 100 are missing. Another 122,000 people have been displaced.
Years worth of rain caused major flash flooding in Dubai. Roads turned into rivers and water rushed into homes and businesses.
Nestled in the western part of Nigeria, Lagos is a vibrant hub of culture and commerce, where millions of residents call home. But amidst the beauty of our coastal city lies a persistent challenge: flooding. As a coastal state, Lagos experiences occasional flash floods that occur for a few hours during heavy rainfall due to climate change and rising sea levels. Our city's vulnerability to flooding is not just a consequence of heavy rainfall, it's worsened by inadequate drainage systems and blocked street gutters that struggle to cope with nature's force. The heart of the problem lies in the way some buildings have been constructed, without proper wastewater channels. Certain homeowners, perhaps unaware of the broader impact, have buildings encroach on drainage pathways or standing too close to critical waterways. When these structures disrupt the natural flow of water, they put all of us at risk. In recognizing this grave challenge, our government is taking decisive action, not out of malice towards property owners, but out of a solemn duty to prioritize the safety and well-being of every resident. Structures that impede essential drainage systems must be addressed to mitigate the risks posed by flooding. It's not about tearing down buildings, it's about protecting lives and preserving our city. By clearing our water channels and ensuring unobstructed drainage pathways, we are safeguarding our neighborhoods from the devastating impact of flooding. Together, we can protect what matters most: our lives, our homes, and our future. This is the mark of a government that cares deeply about its people.
You can't do something wrong and want to use emotions to right it. It's not fair to the government.
Welcome back to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Hope you had an amazing time.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
Traffic manager Lolaimo from myself.
Welcome.
Right now, in front of the NMPC at Castle, in what Johnny Webby, they have a broken down high capacity bus.
Okay.
But no backlog now. And while effort is on, towing van is on his way so that we can tow it out of the road.
All right, please give me that location, the particular location once again.
At Round School, in front of NMPC, in what Johnny Webby, in front of NMPC filling station.
Okay.
In what Johnny Webby. Immediately after you leave our bus stop.
Okay.
We are moving to Rasco, in front of that NMPC there.
Okay.
In what Johnny Webby.
Okay.
They have a broken high capacity bus there.
Okay.
White towing van is on its way so that we can tow it out of the road.
Okay.
Right now, no backlog.
Okay.
While our men are there doing the need.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the updates.
You're welcome.
Yes, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, beginning the second half of the program with the report of a broken down high capacity bus at Rasco Inward NNPC station, Inward Weybridge. We're told it is not affecting movements, but then necessary authorities have been contacted for its evacuation. Now, it's not affecting movement, but we always say this so that you can be on the lookout for that impediment around that area. Now, if you're on the lookout, there won't be other issues regarding that, so you just drive with care and caution around that particular impediment. But if you're not, well, something else could happen. That's why we always talk about it and reiterate it once the traffic managers give us the information. We'll keep talking about it so that you have that heads up that that situation is around that area. Again, there is a broken down high capacity bus around at Rasco Inward NNPC filling station. That's for you, for those who are going towards Weybridge. That road is where the impediment is. LRU have been contacted for its evacuation. Now, they would give us an update regarding it once the evacuation is on or once it's done. We'll let you know about it. But please, as you drive around Rasco this afternoon, please be on the lookout for that impediment. Let me take you down to Pensinema Access, where Abatio connecting Nitel down to Tutal underneath the bridge is good to go. Abatio down to Shofunde, Inward Okekutu, says no cars for alarm. Alpha down to Niwaya Capitol Road connected to Mongo Russia days moving at a faster rate, while Akanidoati Inward Guinness is quite approachable. If you're going towards Akanidoati, you have nothing to worry about. Akilo Inward Mobila Shadi connecting a background down to Dangote U-turn is moving at a good rate, while Pensinema Bridge and underneath the bridge Inward Obao Gunji down to Udera is quite approachable. Now, if you're going towards Wamco, connecting Metal Box, Acme Junction down to Fumek, that area is also very good. Nothing is affecting movement. The negative reports of impediments around that area. So men are on ground ensuring that we don't have it for the rest of the day. So as you drive and navigate around there, please ensure you have it good around that area. Just to let you know that exactly 1 o'clock we'll be taking a break for news at 1. Time check in the studio is 12:55 as of this time, but we're taking a break for news at 1. Now let's move on to Gulun. So Ikorodu access where traffic is generally calm within the zone right now from Aruna to Afri construction. Construction is ongoing while the junction is being cut off, but not affecting traffic for now. Now, Anti-Kenny to Gulun to intersection down to Asolo is also good. Rehabilitation is ongoing while the main carriageway is being locked out.